Hey guys, what's up? It's ST Shanaman. In this video, I'll be going over books you can read to become more like Ayanokouji. Though specific books are never mentioned, we can pick out which you would most likely have read based on how he acts in school. One most notable example of such book is The 48 Laws of Power, a book written by Robert Greene. So, let's explore 10 books that can help you embody some of his key traits and characteristics. The first book I would recommend if you sought to become more like Ayanokouji is Atomic Habits by James Clear. Simple and easy to read, this book will teach you about discipline and how to use your time more effectively by replacing any bad habits you have, or want to remove, with new ones. This thus enables you to use your time more efficiently as to become like Ayanokouji, who has a naturally disciplined nature. The second book I would read is How to Make Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, this book is great for everyone, and will teach how you can become more sociable and open with others around you. Ayanokouji may not be the most outgoing character, but he understands the importance of social skills and networking. Being sociable and able to talk to others allows you to learn many new skills, such as communication, networking, manipulation, etc. The third book, The 48 Laws of Power, by Robert Greene, is probably the most obvious one on the list. Though I have already argued on the topic of whether Ayanokouji is truly a manipulator, this book nonetheless teaches you how to attain power and how to become aware when someone is using it against you. Overall, this book is one of the best in its field when it comes to power dynamics and maintaining it. Next is Surrounded by Idiots by Thomas Erickson. While I realize I have already put this book in the knowledge video, I would still recommend this book if your aim were to reach Ayanokouji. Part of the reason Ayanokouji is able to read others around him and know which best way to act is due to his knowledge of psychology. Psychology and communication are broken down throughout the book, unlike many others out there. Erickson's engaging writing style and examples make complex psychological concepts seemingly easy to understand, while also being applicable in your daily life. 16 Laws of Human Nature, another book written by Robert Greene, is a book you'll definitely want to read, taking you deep into the intricacies of human psychology and human nature, all while teach you that which most books won't, offering valuable insights into our natural tendencies and behaviors. Just like how the 48 Laws of Power teaches psychology, which isn't taught in school. The same applies for the 16 Laws of Human Nature, and understanding these principles can give you a significant advantage in any social or professional setting. Reading this book will thus allow you to immerse yourself into the world of psychology and human nature, understanding why it is that Ayanokouji is able to set people up and know precisely which move it is they will do next. Next, I recommend How to Predict the Unpredictable by William Poundstone. This book goes into the realms of both math and psychology, from understanding how psychology and human nature can help you win a game of rock, paper, scissors, to understanding how to win the lottery. Throughout the book, Poundstone goes into detail about how human nature can play a role in the way certain outcomes are made. Though not directly linked to Ayanokouji, it can teach you some of the skills Ayanokouji has learned in the Whiteroom, such as strategic thinking and problem solving, allowing you to win bets and use games and people to your advantage. Poundstone's engaging anecdotes and thought-provoking exercises will sharpen your analytical skills and enhance your ability to navigate uncertain situations with confidence. History is an important subject to understand, especially if you are seeking to attain the heights of Ayanokouji. Though history never truly repeats itself, it is important we learn and understand that, as to not make the same mistakes repeatedly. I explain history in more detail in this video. Go check it out if you want to have more reasons. The two books I recommend for history are a book written by or about a famous historical person. Some examples are Marcus Aurelius' Meditations, a book about Julius Caesar, Napoleon, Alexander the Great, etc. This will allow you to understand how some of these powerful men thought, which you can ultimately also use to improve. In some cases, both the names given earlier and Ayanokouji have similar personalities or ways of being. The other historical book I would recommend, also revolving around history but, this time, being much more enjoyable and easier to read. The series is called Horrible Histories. It's a collection of short books comprised into different categories, for example, Victorians, Tudors, Egyptians. Though some of the facts included are absurd and wild, all the books are based on real events, thus being historically accurate. This series can thus prove to be fun, enjoyable while you continue your journey of knowledge. The final two books I suggest are books which can be categorized under the realm of strategy and outperforming your opponent. The Prince by Nicholas Machiavelli is the first book I recommend you read. As some of you already know, this book is in part about manipulation, but once you read into it, you realize there's more to the book than first meets the eye. Like the 48 Laws of Power, this book also covers topics such as power, dominion, and maintaining them. This is, in part, similar to how Ayanokouji controls things from the shadows, as seen in the most recent episode 7 of Season 3, with his numerous interactions such as Kushida or Manabu. This leads us into the last book. Some of you may have already guessed which one it was, The Art of War, written by Sun Tzu. Much like some other in this video, one of the main themes is strategy, primarily military strategies. Strategy can be applied anywhere and everywhere you want as long as you have a plan. Ayanokouji's ability to think ahead and create strategies, as we saw in the most recent episode when he calls Manabu after seeing Kushida, are key elements which this book can teach you, as it will aid you to begin thinking like Ayanokouji. As a bonus book, I recommend The Power of Now. The author is Eckhart Tolle. Though this book may not be directly linked to Ayanokouji nor the way he acts out, this book will allow you to become a better version of yourself by using your brain and mind in a way that goes beyond reality in the physical realm. Talking about ways to truly enjoy life whilst referring to historical individuals who were able to find enlightenment. So, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you find it helpful and useful. Let me know how many you have already read down in the comments and how the journey is coming along.